Hello everyone and welcome back to Crafting Made Easy. For this tutorial, I will show you how I print out large images using Cricut Design Space in Microsoft Word. Alright, so first you will need to upload an image into Cricut Design Space. So I already have my image here. I'm not 100% sure where I got the image from, and I do apologize for that. I had the image for quite a long time. I'm sure if you like this image, you can go to Etsy or go to Google search, drop the image into the reverse search, and it will pull up where you can purchase this image from. So I already uploaded it into Cricut Design Space. I already added the words to the bottom of it. These I am an Aquarius does not come with this image. The image just had this. I added the I am an Aquarius to it. Once you have your image into Cricut Design Space, as you know, or if this is your first time and you don't know, you can only print a certain size with Cricut Design Space print and cut. So it gives you a warning sign. Right now my image is at 7.4 by 7.9. So this little warning sign popped up and it says not supported by maker. The image is too large. Reduce your size to 6.75 by 9.25 or less. That's real cute if you're doing like a child shirt or something like that, but I need to print it out for an adult large. So I need a bigger image. And even if you are like, well, whatever, I'm not making my image smaller, even if you hit make it, it won't let you do it. So it says your project is incompatible and you have to kind of fix everything for your image. So what I do is I just take a screen print of the picture. So I just hit print screen and it takes a screenshot of the image, and then it goes here. So I already like did this prior, so it's like a whole bunch of the images in there. My computer was just acting under it just was not acting right. So this is like my third time trying to get this up here and sent out, made and sent out for you. So I do apologize if I skip any steps because I'm thinking I already said it, because like I said, I already did a video and it didn't work in my favor. So I apologize, and I'm trying to remember each step so I don't miss anything and you get the information that you need. At any rate, you go ahead and screenshot your image. So then you go to whatever editor you have in your system and you go to crop, because you don't want all of the information all around it. You don't want that in your picture. So I just go ahead and crop it. Right, and then I go ahead and save a copy. And then I can minimize or I can close it. I think I'm gonna close it. And now it's in my screenshot box. So then I'll go ahead and minimize that. And then I go and open up my Word document. Okay, I opened up faster this time. The blank document. I talked too soon. Okay, so then I go to insert. You go to pictures. Then you insert from this device because that's where I saved it at. Okay, I was about to say, it looked like it was trying to do it, then it was just like, nope. Then I go to my screenshot folder, then hit insert, and now my picture is in there. So because right now I can't move it or anything like that. So to move it around, I just hit here, the little box that pops up, and I click on any old box. It doesn't particularly matter. Uh-oh. What in the world? and then I just do fixed position so I can move it around. Then I go to layout, orientation, landscape, and then I change my picture size, my paper size to 11 by 17 because that's the paper I will print it out. And then I rotate it this way so I can actually see how it will come out on the out the printer. So then you click your picture and it'll bring you to this right here where you can size it. And there you can size it to wherever you want it to be at. And remember, you have an 11 by 17 paper, so if you want to, you can make it as big as 11 by 17 because it will fit on your paper. So just remember that it's 11 by 17. So this one it should only go up to 17, and this should only go up to 11. Otherwise, it won't all fit on your paper. And so once you have the size of your image that you want, you'll this is the biggest step right here because you want to mirror your image. Mirror your image with sublimation and when you're doing heat transfer vinyl. But with sublimation, you definitely want to mirror your image. So since you're in Word, you will go to rotate and you will go to flip vertically. And that way it will flip it to backwards. When you print it out, it'll look backwards, but when you put it face down, it will be in the correct order. I do not have to flip my image vertically because my printer automatically mirrors my image. So I don't have to worry about mirroring my image once I print it out of the printer because it's already set to do that. And the way you find out if yours is set to do that, you go to print. Let me get the right printer. You go to print properties. And then you go to more options, and then under additional settings, you'll see it says mirror image. So that is how you know this is checked. So that's how you can tell if your printer is already set up to mirror your image. So I don't know why that's set up like that. Okay. So and I have 2 cassettes, so I always use cassette 2, and then the paper is set up to 11 by 17. It's already in landscape. I typically do high quality plain paper in high. That's just something I do to get my colors to pop. You can print it out however you wish to print it out, depending on the ink that you have. Use the, I know Cosmo inks, they tell you how to print out documents or pictures, I should say, so their colors can pop. So go by your manufacturer's request or their settings, but that's the settings that I use. And then I'll just hit OK because that is there. But I don't want to print it out because I already printed it. So I won't do that, but everything is all set up for it to print out. Okay, so really quickly, this is what it looks like out of the printer. So as you see, it is backwards, like I was explaining. But when you flip it upside down to press, you can see it is correct. So if you don't mirror your image, what you'll see is the correct way that when you press it, it'll look like that on your shirt. So just make sure you mirror your image. All right, the next part will be me pressing it onto my shirt. All right, so the last step is sublimating the image onto our shirt. So this is the image here, and what you can, if you want to, cut around the image and get the white part off. You don't have to because the white won't sublimate into your blank, the first thing you'll need is something to go under the shirt to protect it. I have a shirt form, and I'll show it to you better when I take the shirt off. I just tried a different shirt on it and it worked pretty well. It didn't bleed through to the other side. So I think I will continue to use this. The only thing is with this heat press, it doesn't quite fit. So I'll just show you what I do to kind of make sure the image gets covered. You want a lint roller. Oh, I'm sorry. But if you don't have a shirt form, you can use, let me show you. You can use brown craft paper. You can use butcher paper or copy paper, cardstock. You can use anything to kind of go inside the shirt so your image doesn't accidentally bleed through to the other side of the shirt. Yeah. So I'm sorry, my brain has shut down for a second. You'll need a lint roller because you want to make sure you lint roll your garment, because if any type of piece of lint gets on your shirt, is left on your shirt, I should say, it will press into your shirt and you'll have like a blue thread or a blue stain, I should say, on your shirt. So you don't want that. And it's always in spots that's real obvious, like right in the front, in the middle. So you just want to make sure you lint roll your shirt. I do it a couple times. Let me go ahead and just press it for a couple seconds just to get the moisture out. And you want to have your heat press on 400 degrees. And you want to press for a good 60 seconds. All right, so I have my image here. Interesting. So I like to use this spray here to make sure my image sticks to my garment because I'm going to be moving it around a lot. You can use heat tape. You know what? Let me go ahead and grab that just to show you what it looks like. All right, so this is what the heat tape looks like. I don't typically like using it on fabric because it has a tendency to kind of, unless you really tape it down, your garment can, your image can shift and then you'll have shadowing. So I don't really like using the tape. I prefer the adhesive spray, and you don't even have to spray a lot. You can just spray it really quickly. You don't have to saturate your garment or anything like that. Just make sure you just you spray it so it's sticky. Like I said, I will roll it again because I just pressed it. So if there was any lint on the top of my, even though I just wiped it down, on the top of my plate, it transferred to my shirt. All right, so I will put this about right there. And I just eyeballed it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to move it over, but we'll see. So then I'll take my ruler, see if that's about 3 inches down, like the top of the fro is. Okay, so that's fine. And then I'm just going to see where, what's that, 5. I'm just going to measure from the armpit. And it's not, yeah. So I already knew I was going to have to move it over. So I'm just going to pick it up, move it over just a little bit there. And you just want to measure from the point 4.5. Okay. So you just want to keep moving it around until you get it in the center or where you want it exactly. I won't bore you with showing you that part. So I'll be back. All right, so I have it in the center where I wanted it. And even though I was picking it up and moving it around, it is still very sticky and still adhered to the garment. I will, again, because I had my ruler on the shirt, and if there was any lint on my ruler, I will go ahead and remove that. All right, and I can already tell that my image is kind of hanging out of the heat press. So what I will do before I even put the copy paper on it, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it And like I said, I like the heat press that I have because it does work. It does heat my garments, but I do not like that the plate is so close to my hand and that the mat on the bottom shifts and moves a lot. So I don't like that part about it. All right, so it is in the middle. You can tell. I'm just going to put the paper. So you want to make sure you put something over top of it. This is just copy paper. You can also use the brown paper or the butcher paper or copy paper, cardstock, whatever. But make sure you put something, I shouldn't say whatever. Do not use a Teflon sheet. The Teflon sheet will leave like weird blue markings on your shirt. So you don't want to use a Teflon sheet. But anything else as far as like what I just said, copy paper, butcher paper, craft paper, you can put over top of your garment, your image, so it doesn't bleed on top of your plate. Because if it bleeds on top of your plate, you may not see it, but once you go to press something else, your image can accidentally get on your blank. So, or when you go to get the moisture out, that image can accidentally get on your blank. So you make sure that you put something to cover your image. At any rate, you'll go ahead and close your heat press. And you'll press it for 60 seconds. All right, so we're done. So we're just going to open up the heat press. And I try to move slow. Because I don't want the papers and stuff flying all over the place. But with the adhesive, it does lock your image in place better than the tape, unless you really, really tape it down. But at any rate, you'll go ahead and remove your top paper. And it's very hot, so be careful. And as you see, the image is on the paper. So that's what I was saying. If that wasn't there, it would end up on my plate. Okay, and then the reveal. Let's see if it did it. Oh, that is pretty. Ooh. Oh, that came out like a purple. I thought it was pink, but whatever. Yes, I really. Yep, see, something got on the top of my shirt. OMG. So, as you see, I'm not sure if you can see it. I think I can get this off. Okay. At any rate. Okay, yeah, I can get that off. All right. So, let's see. And this is the shirt form I was telling you about. I'm just trying to take the shirt off. And you can move it, stretch it, whatever, because it's in the shirt. In the shirt. And I don't think I said where I got this shirt from. This shirt came from Joann Fabrics. It is a Cricut shirt. It is 100% polyester. I like their shirts. It is thick and it is soft. And right now on Joe, I believe, because when I purchased these they were $4, and all last week they were $4. So I'm sure they're still $4, but there are limited quantity shirts. So if you want a Cricut shirt, you can always go on Joann Fabrics and get it for $4. Some places sell it for like $7.99 or $9.99, but you can get it for $4 at Joann Fabrics. At any rate, look at those colors. I'm not sure if you can really see it. Look at that. And what I was talking about purple, when I put it on the print and cut, I thought it was like a pink, but it came out purple. But at any rate, this matches the letters and the other stuff, so that still works. But anyway, look, that is our shirt, and you can stretch it. It won't pop, it won't break. There we go. Done. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the content of this video. If you did, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. All right, everyone, until next time, peace. So this is a better picture of the shirt form. And I got this a long time ago at Hobby Lobby. And I think it was, yeah, $1.99. So, and you see nothing has bled through on it, so I can use this again. this is a better picture. And this is a closer look at the shirt. So this is what the shirt looks like. Look at all the colors. It's popping. Only thing, I thought this was going to be like a brighter pink, but it matches the sole, so I'm not worried about it. The only other thing, I'm like happy with my shirt because I'll still rock it or whatever. But this right here, it was some ink or something on. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it. There we go. So at the top right there, it was some random ink or whatever on here, and I did not check the image. I just checked the image to make sure it was in the right order and all that other good stuff, but I did not check around it to see if there were any like abnormal blemishes or anything like that. And I could have cut around it and this wouldn't have happened. But I chose not to because like I said, you don't have to if you don't really want to, because the white doesn't, you know, sublimate or anything like that. Had I cut the white off, that would not have happened. Because I didn't even see it was some random ink on the image. So make sure when you print, and it could have been the printer did it, or I don't know, but make sure whenever you print your image that if you're letting it rest a little bit, you put it on the side that has the words on there, or on the side other than the image, so nothing affects your image. And if you don't, if you just go straight to your thing, just make sure you check around the image to make sure there's nothing there. Otherwise it will get on your shirt or your blank or whatever you're using. So that was my mistake there, because everything else came out very well. So yeah, had I checked the image, that wouldn't have happened. But at any rate, I'm going to still wear my shirt because I'm an Aquarius and I do what I want. But at any rate, I hope you enjoy the content of this video. If you did, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and hit the subscription box and hit the notification bell to be notified for when I drop new videos. All right, everyone. Until next time, peace.